Hello, this is Becca Rosette's eyes. Eyes. What am I looking at? You'd think it's just a stone wall, but look at this. Press escape. Hit mod options. Hey, you shouldn't be able to see through the walls. What's going on? Is this cheating? Well, I'm using... Well, let's see if I can find it. Options. No, it doesn't say it. Mod options. Well, mod options doesn't say what it is, does it? I'm using Forge, I'm using Light Loader, and I'm using Optifine. I'll show you I'm using Optifine. Look at this. See? That's Optifine. And so I shouldn't be able to see through the walls, but I can. But I want to point something out here. This is really stupid. I mean, nobody should be able to do this. Nobody. It's possible with the game. I've got to keep that turned off somehow. I've got Optifine not because I need the FPS improvement. I was doing fine without it. But I had it because I was going to try to do something with my texture pack, only I don't have one right now. I want to talk to you about what I've got going here. This is at level 27. This is the tunnel that's going to have the minecart rails going all the way there. Then it turns right and heads for spawn base. That's assuming that's where spawn is going to be. I might have to move that. I don't know yet. For those who are wondering, down there is... no, that's not what you're wondering. I gotta find the other one. Where is the other one? Here's the other one. This is the other passage, which goes around that thing and then comes back here. You could do that all day. I was thinking maybe I'll put a track there, just keep wandering around. And so, anyway, never mind that. That way, plus then you turn right, is not the same thing. Oh, that actually goes to a local area that's inside the rock just to the south. That's why it goes that way and then turns right. Can you see it through here? Well, why not? Yeah, it goes to there. I don't know what that is. I've forgotten what that was. I should go and look. And that goes there. You can see stairs there, and it goes into that rock area there. Well, let's see. Why is there a stair? Oh, I remember now why there's a stair there. It's because when you get here, and I should have used cobblestone walls instead of these kind of walls. Well, that's my own fault. And there's a door here. I put the door here. It goes down there. Actually, down there is something else now. I didn't go down there, but I went down there through different pathways when I went through exploring. Oh, I just realized. I don't know if I've told you. I don't know if I've shown you the action down there in the boondocks. I don't know if I've shown you the action down there. Oh, and by the way, I got a bunch of boats because I had to go over there to spawn so I could get to where that was so that I could dig the rest of that out. Unfortunately, I take too many boats and then I have too many boats with me. Meanwhile, so what happened is there was a religion started by the other players and it's apparently something about worshipping a boat or something. No idea what that is. Okay, there's that. I've done a lot of pathing that way. There's a nice long corridor here. I like this. This is nice. It's like a mini ravine. It's still a little bit dangerous in places, but I don't know where. I'd have to use the X-ray to find out exactly where, and it's not that important, so It's all about the mine shafts, and I've been picking out lots of rails. Well, I'm not picking up rails now. I'm going to do that later. Lots of pathways. I've traveled most of them. I'm not going to do this right now because, after all... But yeah, there's mine shafts, there's caves. There's a lot going on here. And I got to remember that this is the way back to the base. Unless I go that way, and I find myself in the other tunnel. But yeah, this obsidian block tells you where we are. We're here. We've arrived, and to prove it, we're here. And so, whoops. Can't go up that way. Okay, go up like this, but then you fall off, so I gotta go backwards. Anyway, so that's all I have to say about this, is now I'm going to be finding a place where I gotta do the rail duplicator, and I gotta duplicate as many rails as I can before 1.9 gets here. Before you laugh, 1.9, I am told, breaks rail duplicators. At least I think it does. Now, the problem is, this was where I was going to do that, but this got moved here. So I was thinking maybe I could put it here, but... Is it raining outside? Oh, so it is. Another idea I had was why not build up here? Have a little staircase up. That's not a bad idea. considering I just need 3 blocks, I can just go bloop, bloop, and there it is. But this has to be a larger thing there. So we'll have to set this up here. So what we'll do is, well, it looks like what we got to do is we got to mess with this. First, I got to make room. What I'll do is I'll put some stairs going up here, and then we'll have a layer here, and then we'll set the thing up on there. There's one problem. I need 3, and this only allows for 2. 1, 2, 3. So maybe I can raise some of this up, which is what I'm going to have to do. This is all very well and good, but there's one problem. I want to make a big, gigantic, thick corridor for the main hallway. This is a nice main hallway, but it's a bit small, it's a bit narrow. I want it to be a big, huge, grandiose hallway with columns, and so I'm going to have to move this, which I believe was only going to be temporary anyway. Well, you know what, it's pretty big to be temporary. So I'm going to have to move that out, and then I'm going to have a big, gigantic hallway. Now, how big is this hallway? Oh, now we can see it. This, as you can see, starts here and it goes all the way up here and off the screen. Yep. Quite some distance. So if we were to widen it, we'd have to remove several things. Probably have to move the storage elsewhere. What we could do is if we make this a big, grandiose hallway, maybe half of this space, this half could be for storage, which is probably what it's going to have to be, actually. And then we're going to have to start making a bunch of trapped chests, so we just have chests after chests after chests. Anyway, there is a lot to do, and it's all going to be done. And this isn't one of those eventually. I plan on working on 3 of these things tonight. But first I have to sort out this mess, and so we'll be right back after I've built something over here. Yes, you see it here first. I've completed it. I've made a second level. And it doesn't look entirely all that ugly. I was going to move it down one more, but I decided this is good here. This doesn't get in the way of anything. It might eventually... Oh! Rubber banding! I had just rejoined... Oh, what the hell, man? How do you stop rubber banding? I don't know. Come on! Sergeant Pepper's rubber... Sergeant Pepper's rubber band... Alright. I'm rubber banding here, which I didn't start at. Ugh. Alright. Here is the apparatus, as you know. I did it so it does that, which might be wrong. But I got that so it doesn't go on that, so that might be important. It seemed to work earlier, so let's see if it works. Ooh, burps. Ooh. There we go. Go for it. I'm getting duplicates. I'm getting duplicates. I'm getting duplicates. Are you getting it? You know, they're not going too far this time. They usually go up. Oh, that one fell down. Yeah, okay. Yeah, some of them were falling down. I don't know how to do that because I got stairs right there. Maybe if I moved it over one, but then I wouldn't be able to see what I was doing with the other thing. It's not that big of a deal. I could go down here. Collect. Jump. Place. It really shouldn't fall down that way. Maybe if I push this way, it'll prevent it. This, I have to say, this is a little bit more responsive than last season? Last season? Yeah, last season's was a little less responsive, and the one in the Wascast wasn't very responsive either. This is a little bit better. It's not as fast as it used to be. I wish there was some way to do this AFK, but that's not important. The point is it sort of works. Yeah, well, I'm going to spare you any further. Well, there wasn't anything down that time, so I guess the trick is to lean against this thing. Oops, I'm over here, though. Anyway, so that worked. I just had to raise this up one. That's not that big of a deal. Looks okay. If I didn't have to jump up here to make sure I got all of them, or most of them anyway. Also, I'd like to do something about this area so I don't fall off. Like maybe put something across here. That should be okay. Something like that. I wish they made regular stone or stone brick ones, but take what you can, I guess. Oh, use this one. Okay. And we can further do the same thing here. That'll guarantee that nothing happens there, but what about this? Something could spawn on that. Well, there's nothing I can really do about that. It's not, press F7, it's not one of those, so that should be okay. What's it look like from down here? Oh, does that look tacky or what? Well, does this still work? Or did it somehow cut it off or something? Nope, still works. I don't think that's going to necessarily help, though. What if something falls down there and I have to go there to get it? Well, this should be able to pick everything up in that range anyway. So, we have one working. Excellent. Now, my problem is I don't know where I should put the... you see, here's what I'm talking about. Where am I going to put... Is it? It's nighttime already. Well, I'm the only one on, so let me go to sleep and I'll show you what I'm trying to mean here. Oh, that was interesting. How many times have you had the inventory window open in the bed? All right. Yeah. I'm gonna need a boat for this, or maybe a couple of boats. You know, I got lots of boats here, so that's not a problem. Okay, now if I start the entrance there, well, don't go too far that way. If I start the entrance there and I just push a little to the left, it'll have to be a bigger entrance here, and the waterfall will have to be removed. That's not a big deal. You can have a nice big entrance there going all the way to the left, maybe one out. So that's 1, 2, well, it goes to the right one, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is not that bad. Nice big wide corridor. Big. Well, how are we going to have a door there? Well, that's the problem. We'll have to figure something out for that door. Now over here, and I know my boat's not supposed to be able to go this way. In fact, I'll probably just get off the boat now. But see there, I've never actually physically been here on the outside, but as you can see, oh yeah, it's the jumping I don't like. As you can see, this is nice. It's nice for looking out this way, but maybe this would be a better corridor. If so, it has to go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So maybe that's not a good idea either, because if it goes out here, it needs to go out there and take up those apartments, and then it needs to go out here and take out that space, but there's not much space there for it to take out. Which, of course, is a problem, because we need to do this. The free chest, that could probably be moved too, actually. Whoa, what's going on here? What the hell was that? I'm not pressing any buttons here. All right, I've never explored that either. I should make a ladder up there or something. That would be interesting. Make a ladder up there and try to connect it to something. Up there, I didn't need to. I just dug straight up, and I have a way. You know, we have a way of digging straight. Oh, what's this? That's interesting. What would also be interesting is if I had a way to connect that with that. I don't know if I've gotten all the way to the top of that yet. I need to look at that. I have, however, gotten up there. Or maybe not there exactly, but maybe there's a thing above that. You have to see it a little more clearly from down here. If that's the very top... No, you know, I think that's actually above the other stuff. I think that's actually above where I went. So that's the top there, and then up there I haven't been. Well, we'll work on that, of course. So, yeah, definitely much that will still need to be done, and I'm going to do it. And why not? So until next time, this is the Walking Swimming Rosette saying goodbye, and remember, always make as many powered rails as you can before it's too late.